Welcome to In the Blink of My Eye, tales of strange visions and journeys into twisted realms. There is a paving slab in our patio that has etched onto its surface a star chart of such indescribable distance and time our solar system is too small to be represented. It is in fact a map that leads to an artefact left by a race of beings of pure energy that may well be where we will evolve to in the future. And that artefact will unlock the greatest source of power ever known. Even now, racers from distant stars race across the cosmos in search of the map. As I sit out in the garden on a warm summer's evening, the sky turns dark, and a beam from an unseen star vessel shoots down onto the patio. The paving slab that holds the map that shows the way to the artefact, that holds the key to all that is known and unknown, rises into the beam and is taken into the clouds. I sigh and tut. I'll have to go to B&Q now and replace that slab. Imagine if you could control bees. Wow, I'd be dangerous. I'm not sure I could control myself. The amount of people who piss me off, quite a lot when I really think about it, would all be in danger of being attacked by a huge swarm of angry bees. People who drive too close in an overly and unnecessarily aggressive way, those that are far too important to acknowledge me because they are playing on a golf course and I merely work on one, the local master of the hunt and all those that want to be one, pompous Today presenters with their heads firmly up their own arses, MPs, all the fucking royals, priests, and those fucking mini club driver shits who seemingly endlessly drove down our tiny single track lane really early on a bank holiday would all be fucked by my army of bees. There is a place that dwells at the very edge of the world. It has an almost overwhelming sense of desolation and decay. The footprints upon the stones of those lost to the past resonate still through rusting machines and windowless, roofless buildings. And yet there are signs of life clinging on under the weight of the dominating, endless sky, shingle and ocean. A cafe, a power station and a teeny tiny steam railway. Dungeness. The cloaked figure's sword glints in the clear moonlight of the cold, crisp night. The reflection gives the sword the appearance that somehow it is the source of the eerie light. It shimmers with an otherworldly blue flame. I am beginning to think that this is just an apparition, and my fear lessens. This is a mistake. With a whirling arc over their head, the hooded figure wields the glinting sword, and as the blade touches my forehead, I know that this is real. I feel the blade glide across my brow and easily sink through the flesh of my face until it plunges through and out the bottom of my jawline. Slowly my face slides away. There is no blood, the blade burning, sealing the flesh. No face, no pain, no identity. It's one thing when the remote falls down the back of the sofa, a pen, some loose change, and the classic, "Where are my fucking keys?" All mildly irritating to be sure. But imagine if you're looking forward to chilling out and watching a film, getting all settled down with plenty of snacks and other assorted coffee table paraphernalia. We don't need to go into all that now, maybe later if I remember, I'm sure you can guess. Anyway, So as I sat down and slumped back, I felt an utter weightlessness and simply fell backwards through the back of the sofa with the face of someone who wasn't expecting their chair to break or to step into a manhole or indeed fall through the back of a sofa. I landed in the soft leaf litter of a jungle floor. Far, far above, I could see a crack of light that was the view looking back into the room from behind the sofa. Well, shit. What to do now? Not getting eaten by that massive tiger was fairly high on my list of priorities. As it turns out, the tiger, far from wanting to devour me, was intrigued by my sudden appearance into its territory. He stalked a bit closer and said, "Now, where did you come from?" I said. "What's the matter?" said the tiger. "Cat got your tongue?" "Not yet," I thought. "No, no," I said with an airy confidence, because obviously this sort of thing happens to me all the time. "I just wasn't expecting to be here." "No one ever does." "How do I get back? The film's about to start." "First, you must travel to the temple of the forest to retrieve the sword of shadows, then conjure a vessel using sacred herbs to take you down the mighty river, out of the forest to the ocean of weeping souls, cross the ocean of weeping souls to the island of the fire god Vesuvius, slay the evil fire priests to retrieve the key to the doorway that will take you through to the realm of tigers, where the tiger shaman will perform the ceremony that will send you home." "Is that all?" "I better get started then. This way?" "No." "This way?" "No." "Oh, for fuck's sake, which way is it?" That way." So off I went on an epic quest of danger and daring do, so that I could return home to my sofa and film night. I trudged on through the steamy forest to my first destination, the Temple of the Forest. The tiger watched me disappear into the dense forest, tutted and sighed to himself. They never ask if I'm the tiger shaman. The greenkeeper doesn't hear the golf ball whistling towards his head as he drives his mower en route to beautifully cut the green in immaculately straight lines for fuck all pay. There is no shout of "four" to alert him to the danger. It smashes into the side of his head with a sickening, cracking and gloopy sound. "Found it," says one of the golfers, as they all cease their search and gather round. "Oh dear," says one of the group as they look down at the ball wedged into the skull of the now horizontal greenkeeper. "Do I get a free drop off that?" says the golfer, who was too self-conscious, uncaring and arrogant to shout the traditional warning of four. "Play it as it lies, I'm afraid, old boy," says one. I agree," the others nod. "A wedge into the green then, I think," says the golfer, pulling a club out of his bag. The amazingly still-alive greenkeeper emits a low groan as the golfer grinds a studded golf shoe into his groin in order to achieve a better stance. He swings, he misses. The club smashes into the jaw of the greenkeeper, whose body convulses with the pain of shattering teeth. "Bugger!" says the golfer, and twists his foot to centre himself again, further mangling the greenkeeper's balls. He swings again. This time, when he misses, the club gets wedged into the poor fellow's ear-hole. "Nearly," the golfer mutters, as he puts his foot on the greenkeeper's skull to pull the club out. A third attempt sees the ball plop out of the head and roll down the fairway, followed by the all-important golfers, leaving the unnoticed greenkeeper bloodied and smashed in the rough. Turning to his partner, one golfer says, "Haven't seen any green staff this morning. They'd better have cut the greens ahead of us, the useless bastards." I put my feet on the little low table as I sink into the old sofa, a well-earned break after a good deal of dancing. It's late or early, depending on your point of view, and the table is cold on my bare foot. That's strange, because last time I checked I was wearing shoes. But I can definitely feel the cold surface on my skin and when I wriggle my toes. But when I look down to check, I am in fact still wearing shoes. I look away from my shod foot on the table and immediately feel the cold bare foot again. Then down again, shoe, and look up, bare foot, and down, shoe, and up, barefoot, and on and on and on and on and on, and oh, it's Monday.